Hello, welcome to Sonic Shadow Generations. With me as always is Sith and Blue,
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
coming off of finishing Sonic Colors last week, which is a game I did not enjoy. Sonic Generations is also a game I still don't really care for, but I'm interested about this half of the game here because it's going to be based off of Frontier. But we're going to start with Generations first. What's additional content? But just because it's coming, again, because coming fresh off of Unleash and Colors, comparing them all together. Even though I think this version enhanced Generations even further. Oh yeah. We're being Sonic Adventure Sonic.
Oh,
Which, I still don't understand whereby, they did the whole two Sonics and they never had a Dreamcast Sonic, if that was the case.
yeah, with that gameplay specifically, like the adventure style gameplay.
Yeah. If they really wanted to celebrate 20 years, they could have given all those different gameplay styles, I'd imagine. So, again...
Yeah, see right here.
I remember, yeah.
They changed the boost to be right trigger like in Frontiers by default.
Ooh. So how do you feel about that? I've never tried boost with RT. I've done it with just the normal stuff, but is that like a big no-no?
I mean, it works in Frontiers. I don't know about this game. Well, I'll try it. Quick stepping, you see that being back is already a huge step up over Colors.
I'm not too sure about like the whole quick stepping thing because the boosting is slow in this game. Like it's not like how it is on Unleash but you have to use it.
You feel it's slow.
Yeah, like you can see whenever stuff are coming at you. But we'll let the gameplay do the talking here for sure.
Okay. I'll give more points to this. They added save slots.
Yeah, they did mention that.
I hate that about a lot of modern Sonic games where there's just like one save file per character.
Yeah. I always thought as though when it comes to save files, it should be a thing whereby you have multiple save files. It's not should be just one because someone from your household or a friend want to have a save slot, or you just yourself want to create lots of saves in different locations.
Let's see. I should have played the original just in case to see how he feels. Oh, hey, there's those guys again.
Well,
I guess
they're not really
real
going to do much
test
change,
is
isn't it? Like
for
this
classic Sonic?
this gameplay.
Yeah.
I heard that they're still using Hedgehog Engine 1. Like they didn't go with Hedgehog Engine 2.
Yeah, so whatever you're experiencing, Jim, is most likely just the same as the base version when it came out for Xbox 360 and PS3.
That means his jump is still going to be worse than Knuckles' jump in the classic games.
I actually thought this was going to be the staple moving forward for 2D Sonic games, like the way how Generations looked.
But they went
but they never really did it, did they?
No.
No, they went with Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2.
Yeah, there was Episode 1 and 2. Then they went with Sonic Mania, which was just retro gameplay.
Yeah.
With someone like a fan, like a CD fan that did the work on that one. And then they went with Sonic Superstars, again, different from this as well.
Actually, let's not forget Sonic Forces. It also had classic Sonic.
Oh yeah, I mean, was Sonic Forces classic Sonic like this? Because I can't even remember.
It had the drop dash, but I prefer this over the Sonic Forces classic gameplay.
I think it's just because that the stages are longer here. Because the classic Sonic Forces, you can be getting those completed in like 30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's longer here, and I feel that the gameplay feels more natural to that of an actual classic stage. Like in Forces, it just seemed like they didn't really put too much platforming, hence the reason why the levels are short. Alright, first cutscene.
The Terminator!
Yeah.
Phantom Blot from Epic Mickey.
That's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
This is, I think, the best point of the discussions that's going to be happening for Sonic Generations here is just the cutscenes in general, because they have done a lot of changes now with this.
Yeah, they redubbed everything too.
Yeah, that's
Or
another
some
one.
things.
Yeah, the voices are definitely different. Like, they definitely rewrote them. So, the guy that's playing Sonic right now, this is his new type of voice that he's worked with Sonic over the years compared to how it was before.
Roger Craig Smith.
Yeah, Roger Craig Smith, yeah.
You totally got me this time.
That scene changed.
Yeah, that's
so
a
that
scene
changed,
change.
yeah.
Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
Like it?
Which again, when I think about it, Sonic Unleashed roll on from Amy to this one, it was kind of appropriate of how she was, like how she was before. Now this one is just kind of like knocked on you, be like, ugh, why did he do it?
Time Eater does have a good theme. Though. A good music.
Yeah, sounds kind of godly.
Oh yeah, and also one thing to reference out as well. So there was a new Chow in the cutscene there, on top of it.
I saw
Oh, yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah,
noticed
the one
that.
you have before.
Yeah. Yeah, there's,
Which-
instead of being generic chows, they're actually like the different kinds that you get in Adventure 1 and 2.
Which one thing I don't get as well is that, you know, Whiffs are the new things in town. How come the Whiffs aren't in the party instead of the Chows?
Oh yeah, where's Yacker?
Yeah, where's Yakka?
Where's Chip?
Yeah,
And
where's
Chip.
Chip as well? Yeah. So again, if this was really a party, you know, you should be having your recent adventures added in.
Although Chip, I would understand more, because he just went back into the planet.
Yeah, he's like asleep inside the planet with Dark Gaia again.
Yeah, so I'll cut some slack there, but definitely Yacker is like, dude, where are you?
Far off into space.
Yeah.
You'd think they would still be involved. Hey, I'm Sonic Adventure.
Oh,
But you'd think
that
they'd be
is
involved, especially
cool.
considering the Time Eater is a Wisp creation, technically.
Wow, that actually looks really neat.
What the Sonic Adventure?
Yeah, that look.
But you know, the mods with the Sonic Adventure mod, they had that years ago, like on PC. I'm just wondering, like, you know, with those mods there, was they working with the modders themselves, like, you know, actual Sonic fans with this Sonic Adventure mod to be put into the game? Or was it just legit Sonic team, they just decided to do it themselves?
Probably them themselves.
You know, it wouldn't be too far off if Sega did actually work with the modders, because I've heard, at least with Star Wars Battlefront 2, it seems like they used assets made by the modding community, you know, to add more characters. So I've
Yeah.
heard. Yeah, so it wouldn't be far off.
Yeah. And they'll just credit them in the credits.
So something I noticed
yeah.
here playing as modern Sonic is that both A and X button are used as the homing attack.
Oh, so it's like Unleash that homing attack sequence.
Well, it's like you can choose to be at the same button as the jump, or you can do it like the boost button. Like you have a choice between both.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember whereby Unleash had the same boost and home attack on the same button. So sometimes you could home attack or boost, but now if it's separate buttons, now you can just hit it. But then again, the reticle for the home attack is way further out now in this game compared to Unleash as well. So you can pretty much home attack from a long distance away.
Yeah. Also, something I noticed earlier, he did the adventure pose with the adventure skin.
Yeah. He can already do that in the modern Sonic as well, though. Like,
Yeah.
just originally. So they didn't really change the animations there.
No. But I thought it was cool that they finally matched.
Went the wrong way.
And he took the lower route.
But yeah, you're not really going to see much changes with this gameplay itself. It's going to be straightforward from what we have seen back in 2011
but
Yeah.
it's already so much better than colors. Oh my god. The rings charging the boost is such a major like necessity for boosting games.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's no whisk anymore, so I know that the main compartment of the gameplay was the whisk, not really the boost for Sonic Colors. That's what it was just thinking of. And now this game has just gone back to just boosting.
Yeah, I think it's better off that they kept it with the rings. I just wonder why they wanted to use
Sounds
the
like they
whisk
changed that song.
again.
Oh, the whisk in some of the stages here?
No,
What was
I was gonna
The
say
Whisper and
Enforces.
Planet Wisp. Oh,
Oh, Enforcers. Oh, okay.
this is a new
But
song.
yeah, this.
Yeah, this wasn't the victory song usually. I don't remember it.
No, it's been there. I remember.
I think
this.
it has been here, yeah, as well.
Yeah.
Time for some new dialogue.
Yeah, so now Sonic's actually gonna respond to everyone now.
Thanks, Sonic. That was awful.
Oh, yeah, he didn't do that, did he? He just like give a thumbs up a lot of times, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the original one.
Like I was trapped in a nightmare.
Well, you're safe now, and that's what's important. Is it just me, or does Green Hill look different?
There we go.
This
Yeah.
isn't South Island.
See?
And all the
Uh.
color and life's been drained from it.
You know, I don't hate it
Strange.
so far. We'll see how it's
Strangers
later on.
fighting evil
Mhm.
cities or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park. Right now, we should focus on finding our friends.
We can start over there. That skyline looks familiar, but I can't be sure.
Okay,
Well, that's as good
maybe
as
they
any
could
Tails.
have changed
Fix
that part
that.
again.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like you was going good, but then that last line, and then this part here.
Wow, that was crazy, Sonic. You weren't kidding. It's like you never left.
Did you hear that like high pitched tone?
Yeah, the
So-
voice cracked. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big crack. So the original one was definitely deeper. But you'll definitely notice because the Tails
No.
voice acting is two different voices for Tails there.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same voice. It's been the same voice since Colors. For Tails. It's Sora from Digimon.
I can't remember what the name for Tails was for it, but I could double check.
Do I have to go through Act 1 again in order to clear this? I forgot.
Kate Higgins.
Kate Higgins.
So I think that's original. Oh, all voices comparisons.
Stop on a dime.
Oh yeah. So it is two different voices for Tails. So the first one for Sonic Generations used to be Kate Higgins, and then the one for Sonic X Shadow Generations is Colleen.
The current one.
Long name, long surname. Yeah.
Oh. So Kate Higgins stopped voicing Tails after 2013.
Yeah.
Wow.
So while you guys go now, I can show you guys and just say who's being changed around. So Tails is different. Amy still has Cindy Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Knuckles has two voice actors. So the first one, Generations, was Travis Willingham, and then Generations Shadow one is Dave B. Mitchell. So that's like the code one that he has. Cream is still the same. Who do we have? Rouge is still the same as well.
Looks like a different.
Espio. Espio's original was Troy Baker. Interesting. I didn't know that. And the new one for Shadow Generations is Matthew Massa. It's like really high profile voice acting for Espio, but the sad thing is though, he's hardly got really much interesting lines in the game to actually have you. So like these guys like probably got the voice role because they're popular, but they didn't really make much of it anyway. They're just like, yeah, you guys are famous. You probably get us extra more copies as well.
Oh, they. Oh wait, I think they kept the hidden room over here. The trophy room. Child rescue.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's still there. Blaze the Cat. Used to be Laura Bailey, funny enough. Again,
he's,
another really popular voice actor. And then this one now is Erica Lindbeck. Which, you know, I listened to Blaze's one, and they're not bad, actually. They're not bad. You know, from new voice actors, I think, you know, Blaze just doesn't get the shift for me. But I think they've done a decent job with Blaze all the way around with her voicing.
I gotta hear Blaze because the only one that comes to mind is her voice in 06.
Yeah. And even so,
like
like, you know, it's like with 06-1 with Blaze, it wasn't like super perfect. It was just like good enough.
Yeah.
Who's Silver's voice? Did they change him?
So
Oh
let me
yeah,
see.
he's been changed. Yeah, definitely
I
for
don't know,
sure.
since they're from 06, yeah, but
Vector's
from
same,
this
Charmy's the same, Silver's different. Yeah, so I'm looking at Silver. Silver's one originally was Quentin Flynn, and then now on is
I think I
Bryce
heard
Papin Brook.
two recognizable voices.
Yeah, and then the last one I see here is Dr. Eggman with Mike Pollock still being there. So yeah, there's a couple of changes here and there. So you guys will see what the voices of the different ones are there as well.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, I probably said this story a lot of times here, and you probably guys already know, but yeah, when I played Sonic Mania, this was the stage that I quit the game and I never played it back when I saw Chemical Plant again.
Oh, you never went back to playing this stage?
I never went back to playing Sonic Mania in general when I saw this. You know?
Yeah, Chemical Plant is, well, at least my complaint with the stage in general, even with the original Chemical Plant, is when you get in the water and then you have to like jump and time your jump. So you get on the squares, like those squares, yep.
Yeah.
And if you don't time it right, you could actually get squeezed by them.
Yeah. The thing about the original Sonic 2 Chemical Plant, there's only one forced time when you actually have to go into the water itself. But other than that, you hardly really get into the water if you're really good enough with the level design itself. So that's one thing I like. But like in Generations, as you can see, you're forced to be in the water regardless, because apparently that's something that has to be there with this game here.
Yeah.
I also want to point out with the re-release of this game, the old Red Star Ring guides that I put out 11 years ago, getting all views again.
Also,
People are coming back to them for this game.
Also, they still work. Also, they didn't change the locations. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they would really. I think now the most popular kind of walkthrough as well that's going to be a part of it is going to be Shadow's part, because there's a lot of other collectibles in that. Which I was hearing about, there were certain collectibles that someone was trying to grab, and they're all scattered around the hub world. There is no map to see that. I can't even remember what collectible it is itself, but it is very, very annoying
like
if you only have a few
mechanical
pieces left
parts or
and there's no
something.
map to it.
I think what I don't like about the Generations Chemical Plant is that I've heard better remixes from fans.
Yeah, I mean, over the years of the classics in terms of remixes, I remember one guy I used to listen to quite a bit for classical, and he would put like Michael Jackson remixes on top of it. It was amazing. So yeah, you could easily find something online that would just far surpass like Sega's work in terms of remixes.
Actually, this remix is decent.
It's fine, but
Yeah.
when compared to the stuff that people have made over the years, oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah, at least
that-
he got you the.
Because that's the good thing about the classics, because everyone made a lot of music for the classics in terms of remix. You can find 15 different versions of Sky Sanctuary Zone, for example, in terms of remixes. But then when you go to a game, let's just say, I don't know, Sonic and the Secret Ring, you'll hardly get so much different variations of those remixes.
Yeah, because not everyone has played the storybook games.
Yeah, and even so, the people that have played it, they don't really have that music touch to them that they want to actually alter or remix it anyway. Because even so,
Possible.
I was struggling to find a lot of Sonic Adventure remixes back then, which I found a couple of people that had lots of really cool concepts to it, But Harley, in terms of like remixes of Sonic Adventure games, they've kind of been very missy when I've seen other works on the internet. Not to say that they're bad, but it's just not appetizing to me, and that's why like I've been having a hard time. Like, but the classics is easy enough to find good remixes.
It's like the further you go down in history with the games, the more remixes it's more likely to have.
Yeah. So you start with like the early classics, they got a lot, and then yeah, it just gets lower and lower and lower.
As you progress, yeah.
So
But I
boosting
feel
with
as
with the trigger feels fine.
Okay. You were
It doesn't
saying, Blue?
interfere with the homing attacker anymore and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say something different, but now something else got to my mind. So the cutscenes, I was recently playing some Spyro, and I said the same reference because I know that was gonna be doing some Sonic Generations, and when I'm saving all the dragons, because it's a story whereby you have to rescue all the dragons, and every time you rescue a dragon, sometimes Spyro doesn't even move his mouth, and I was like, okay, this is just like Sonic Generations. Maybe Sonic Generations copied this idea.
Speak without moving your mouth.
No, you just didn't speak at all, Spyro.
Oh, there we go. This is definitely Chemical Plant.
West Island.
Yeah. And he says West Side Island as well.
We'll figure it out later. Our friends come first.
So at least it shows that Tails is not like a complete bimbo when it comes to what's going on.
Yeah, he's aware.
Yeah.
And I see Amy right there.
Yeah, so this is gonna be another dialogue change. Another controversial one.
You saved me, Sonic. I'll be sure to return the favor next time around.
Not really worrying about that right now, Amy.
Wonderful.
I don't know if they did change the text dialogue afterwards, what Amy said about the whole psych thing, but apart from, you know, the actual dialogue itself, with what Amy actually said with the voice dialogue, you can see there's a huge difference there whereby she wants to help out Sonic next time, but the first one is just like she was wanted to flirt with him, really, and that's it.
Yeah, the text looked more like inviting Sonic to like, hey, like to hit on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But again, yeah.
you know, you can see that Amy originally was, you know, very interested in Sonic. I mean, I don't know, like dialogue with Amy has always trying to be like, you know, she's very interested in Sonic and to, you know, be together with him. But sometimes the writing always throws me off with Amy with these type of games compared to how she was written before in like the earlier 3D games. But it's as clear as day now that they do not want Amy to be very attracted or interested to Sonic at all. It's like she's very independent, she can do her own thing, even though she couldn't save herself from here.
Although I find that like when she said I'm psyched and come talk to me anytime, that to me is very harmless, and I think any girl who is interested in someone would actually say that.
Right.
Yeah.
That part's fine. It's just the voice dialogue itself what they wanted to change.
Oh,
So-
like yeah, just making her more like like you said, independent, more reserved.
But the thing is,
yeah.
it just doesn't make sense of the change because they all got trapped. Everyone got trapped in there except for Sonic.
Yeah.
And you know, the funny thing as well about it, now that I think about the story now, is that why didn't Timea just sucked in Sonic as well?
Oh yeah. Can we speak spoilers here?
Yeah.
I mean-
may as well, right? Yeah, the game's
we
been out
can,
for yeah. Like who hasn't played Sonic Generations?
Yeah.
So in regard to that, Blue, yeah, it's funny because we all know that the man behind the Time Meter, or rather, the men behind the Time Meter, is the two
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Eggmans.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
with some kind of major plot twist, right?
Yep. So Blue does bring up a good point in like why didn't Eggman just really take Sonic right there and then?
He could have taken out Sonic and left everyone else. Because
Yeah.
isn't Sonic the main problem?
Yeah, he's
And
the
again-
main threat.
And again, I played some Spyro, and it happened again, the same thing, like that silly plot, whereby, you know, the main guy, Nasty Nork, he put everyone to crystals besides Spyro. But why didn't Spyro turn to crystal as well? Again, and it never says in the story, so it just reminded me again of Sonic Generations. It's
So
like,
other
you know,
games
the
have
main
this.
heroes, the main heroes themselves don't get trapped at all, but everyone else gets to take the fall itself.
Plot armor is heavy.
Plus, as well as like Sonic was able to withstand the wind, but how come Knuckles wasn't able to withstand the wind as well? Since Knuckles is way stronger than Sonic.
That is true. Yeah.
I think Knuckles is the first one in the cutscene to go out there.
The disrespect to Knuckles.
Yeah.
He's being sidelined. Speaking of Knuckles, we'll actually see him quite soon.
Oh yeah. This is another controversial dialogue coming up with Knuckles here as well. Oh, if we do get no,
after.
we'll get afters, yeah.
After, okay. I see.
Sonic Adventure Sonic here to save the day. I didn't subscribe to the newsletter to get Sonic CD. Or Sonic R, whatever you want to call it.
Oh. So Sega made like a.
Yeah, they made this. They like took the Sonic Jams classic Sonic skin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I don't know if I
yeah.
can still
yeah.
get that.
You can also perform freestyle.
Interesting.
A lot of people are excited about the different design, like the the Sega Saturn one with this very spiky and
I mean,
3D.
that's to me that look is the classic Sonic look. Whoop. But they went with this Mickey Mouse looking design for this game.
Mickey Mouse. Oh, funny enough, Sonic was inspired by Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was some inspiration towards it there.
yeah, like the whole wearing the gloves, you know. I can see you, Mickey.
They don't have a bounce attack.
But the strangest thing is though is that Sonic and Mickey Mouse has never had a collaboration. Like Sonic should have been in Kingdom Hearts. Now that I think about it, you would have met
Wow,
Mickey there.
I've never thought about that. Blue, holy cow, that's actually quite the collaboration if it did happen.
Yeah, I mean they
Yeah.
lost an opportunity. Sega and Square should have contacted each other, and Sonic and Mickey would have been a thing in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god, that would be wild, Blue.
I mean, it's crazy enough with Kingdom Hearts itself. Like, they got a lot of Final Fantasy characters that sold them the game. And then I think in Kingdom Hearts 3, they decided, throw the Final Fantasy characters away. They don't really care about it. But, yeah, that would have been massive. I think a lot of Sonic fans would have definitely got Kingdom Hearts. But I still feel as though lots of Sonic fans still even play Kingdom Hearts because of Mickey Mouse, Disney characters, and whatnot anyway.
Well,
Oh, that was random.
yeah. Oh, he meant to
kind
do
of-
that, the shortcut, yeah.
Yeah, I did not know about that. Honestly, I you know the Sonic Generation, when I play this game, I let the game just do it for me. Like, honestly, there's really hardly much to do other than, like, letting the homing attack work itself and then let the boosting happen. And yeah, the game runs for me, really, honestly.
Seems like, at least with Generations, they want you to explore different paths, not just go linear.
Yeah. That is true. Like, you actually put some actual effort, and then you can actually not let the game do it for you itself. Like, you can jump at a certain time, or you do
Yeah.
change your movement around to it. But yeah, I mean, for my playthrough when I play Sonic Generations, I really just allowed myself just to go through the linear pathway, or just the pathway that just pushes you forward. And there was really not much interaction I did with the character moving around the stage. So, like, you know, just there with the homing attack, even though there's like a massive, like, kind of 3D exception, you're just kind of like jumping forward, homing attack, and then moving forward that way.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is seen more in Forces, where everything's more automated.
Yeah, because there's less alternate pathways you can actually go through as well. in that
Yeah.
game.
I gotta say, I am just amazed with this SA1 look. I
mean,
guess
we
because
got-
of nostalgia. Yeah.
We got the light ring dash. Is it? I forgot what it's called. The crystal ring. But we can't
Yeah,
actually charge
yeah.
up and actually do it. It's just like automated in this game, isn't it?
Thanks for the help.
Oh, yeah, you just do it, yeah.
Now let's get some payback on that monster.
Whoa.
Get in line, knucklehead. All right.
Yeah,
So,
that
yeah,
voice looks
they-
deeper.
Yeah, it's deeper, yeah. They decided to just put that reference Knockhead because, like, oh yeah, SA1 said Knucklehead. But I don't think he's ever said that any other time to Knuckles, Knucklehead.
Just that one time when.
Yeah, just that one time. I'm sure Sonic can make better jokes than just that and, like, have that again.
Yeah.
Oh, he does have the crystal ring on. I never really paid attention to that.
Yeah, that like charges your light dash and it like goes green, like all the energy flying around you.
Yeah,
And
and
SA1,
also,
yeah.
I think they probably didn't leave this. I think they left this out, but remember there was Ancient Light as well with the original Sonic Adventure in terms of the upgrades. So Sonic should be glossy and shiny at sometimes when he's moving around, like the sparkles. But no, I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
they do have that.
By one
Nah.
challenge act in either one or two. You only have to do one challenge.
Yeah, it's just straightforward.
So you get to choose.
Jump rush. Yeah. 300% boost gauge. Your boost gauge is tripled. Reach the goal. I have to go buy music. That's what you have to do? You have to buy the music? I forgot.
No, the music you have to find it within the
Oh, that's
white
right.
space. Yeah. So, but it's a result of you completing the challenges, so you can unlock the bells. I do think some music you could buy. I could be wrong, but I've known the majority of the music I collected is through completing the challenges and just touching the bell on top in the white
Yeah.
space.
Honestly, like if I was really interested in just changing the music for a game, like I would just have my PC right next to me or have an MP3 player, and I just change it that way.
It's actually, yeah,
yeah,
that's easier. Yep.
yeah. Or even like with the newer Microsoft and Sony consoles, you actually have a built-in music player in there, so you can actually change your background music.
Exactly, yeah. So you could use something like Spotify and then play anything you want, really.
Yeah. So even though the games themselves have this in there, there's still so many ways to change
Yeah.
music anyway.
I guess this would be convenient for the children who do not have a Spotify account.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, I can collect music from past games. So,
That is true, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, honestly, like in terms of the challenges, I can't remember any of the challenges from Sonic Generations, and if I ever did complete it, there was only just able to go on from the main story.
Yeah,
Let's give me the key. Fuck off. Woo!
for me, actually, I did all the challenges for Generations because I was just like, nope, let's get every single piece of Generations I can get.
So that means that you actually got all the achievements then, or trophies.
I'm at 85% on the PS3 version. There's something I'm missing, or a few things I'm missing. Red Rings is one of them.
Bum, 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 bum. I don't like this shrimpy Metal Sonic at all.
He's shrimpy. It's a chibi Metal Sonic. Man, Metal Sonic is a character that has not gotten much love since Sonic Heroes. And I'm aware that he's in Shadow Generations, but I mean, this is a character that I think could definitely do more in the Sonic universe.
Use spin jump to counterattack.
Yeah, there could be, but I think it's just the fact of that the idea of Metal Sonic, it should have been like upgrades to the actual
Okay, can I
robot
turn
itself.
there?
Say that again.
I'm just trying to say like the idea of Metal Sonic should have been a concept that he was always upgrading himself, because it was originally Metal Sonic and Sonic CD, but then you had Mecha Sonic and all these other different versions of Sonics, like robot Sonics that they was doing, right? Because remember it was like was it called Robot Sonic and Sonic 2?
Silver Sonic.
Yeah. So Silver Sonic and Sonic 2, and then we had like Mecha Sonic and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And that was the idea, the evolution that Eggman was always creating a different Sonic, but then they never actually went to the idea of, you know, changing that concept, like keeping doing it again and again to make better robots to it. I mean, yes, in Sonic Adventure they did the E-Series, and then they just said, you know, here screw it, we're gonna have E Omega to be the strongest E-Series, and then they never did any more extra changes. But yeah, they just kind of just stopped the whole story or lore around just Eggman getting better upgrades for his robots over and over again.
You know, I think the reason why Metal Sonic at least has been around for some time, even though he hasn't really gotten much recognition in the games, is because one, that Sonic animation movie, the Sonic OVA, as they say,
Yeah.
that him being featured in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle 2-player mode, and his inclusion in Sonic Heroes. I think that's what kind of kept Sega from, like, or Eggman, however you want to put it, from like making new robot designs. So he's just been popular since.
Yeah. I feel as though like instead of Eggman stopped doing like Metal Sonic in terms of improvements, it was just now Hedgehogs now they was focused on, because you know they had Shadow and Silver as the rivals to Sonic instead as well. So yeah, I mean Metal Sonic is just popular within, you know, the actual community, that people love Metal Sonic, so he keeps on coming back and forth in. But other than that, honestly, I would have just thought that Metal Sonic as a lore or just a character in general should just have been stuck to CD itself, and then Eggman kept on upgrading that version of Sonic again and again to better standards.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you feel that Metal Sonic having his own identity, would you say it's like unnecessary or not?
Yeah, it's unnecessary. Really.
Unnecessary. Okay.
Yeah, because it's just that Metal Sonic's identity was created for Sonic CD. It was the build for it. I don't know if Sonic 2 was supposed to reference it, like, you know, you had Silver Sonic and it was just like a prototype for Metal Sonic at that time, or was it like a prototype for a different Sonic? Because it was clearly not, like, you know, all done and designed there, because I think Sonic CD came before in terms of storyline, or I guess Sonic CD was retconned from the whole plot itself, because it was just supposed to be Sonic 1 to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and then Sonic CD became its own other idea because, yes, the Japanese Sonic team decided, let's just make a Sonic game, while the Institute of Sega in America make their own game. It's kind of like into a huge mess there in terms of storyline lore.
Yeah, I see. Wow. Well, I guess, I mean, for me, I would personally, I want to see more Metal Sonic. I think, actually, we saw him in Forces, but it was more of a copy of Metal Sonic, which is odd. And then on Free Riders, we saw Metal Sonic.
Yeah. It's just a popular character now. Like, they didn't really care to improve on the story around to it, of just making upgrades on the robots, and they were just like, yeah, just keep bringing them back. You know, we had, you know, as you said, he was in Free Riders, right?
Yeah, he was in Free Riders.
Yeah. So people like him and whatnot, and yeah, it's just another plot itself that Sonic Team never really pushed around to.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like, I mean, like, now, right in the present. I'm glad that they're doing focus on Shadow. This is pretty neat. I definitely would like to see them push other characters as well, like Silver, Metal, SPO. You know, like some of the other speed characters that I think could get more recognition.
Was Silver in Sonic Forces?
He's in Sonic Forces, but you don't play as him.
Okay. So it's not the fact that Silver is still pretending to be future Trunks as if he's in a future timeline.
That's the thing. Yeah. It's like, why is Silver in the present? Because yeah, he's definitely not being future Trunks like as he was in 06.
Yeah.
So like, what's his deal?
Yeah. Yeah, they pretty much decided, like, you know, let's just put Silver into the whole group of Sonic and Friends now so he can actually be playable alongside with Blaze.
Yeah, because the way it is really... Actually, Silver technically would be a one-off character with how he was written in 06.
Yeah, he should be, yeah.
And bringing him back is actually way tougher than bringing back any other character.
Yeah. But the thing about it now, since they just put everything canon now in Sonic Frontiers when they confirmed it, they've kind of just thrown away everything that should make sense in the Sonic series out the window. So anything goes. Like, you can pretty much have like super forms of Vector now, or you can have Eggman not as an egg, but he can be like a cucumber now. So it doesn't really matter. Like, Sega can go wild with their storylines now. It just makes sense. Because I was actually talking about it to someone, and I was like, you know, they actually had a continue really good with Sonic Adventure 1 to 06, but then once, you know, the new team came around, they definitely changed a lot of stuff with the characters, the plot, how things journey worked and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then now it's just fully confirmed that, you know, anything's possible now in Sonic series.
Yeah, it looks that way. Endless possibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it there.
Yeah. Just go wherever they want, really.
Yeah. So that's why, like, if you definitely see characters like Silver appearing in Sonic Forces, or any other characters that shouldn't be there, is now viable. They can do anything they want.
Yeah.
But you know, they tried to have like, you know, Ian Flynn as a
I
riot
hate
to try and make things make sense, but it's impossible. It is really impossible to make things sense right now.
Yeah, because it's like Sega before Ian Flynn pretty much laid out that not everything makes sense, and so having Ian Flynn try to make sense out of things, although it is great, yeah, like you said, not everything could, you know, potentially be fixed.
Yeah. So I guess the best way now to focus on it is just to do the whole typical, each game has its own adventure. That's the only thing they can do really around the reference.
Pretty much. You know something, since we were talking about Silver, I could be wrong. I did look at this in a Sonic wiki for Sonic Forces as to why Silver is back. It did say something about the future being messed up, but then again, that would be a different iteration of Silver.
Yeah. That would be whereby he would come back, because yeah, when you're working with timelines and futures and whatnot, you're going to be creating the butterfly effect, whereby you're going to have so much different possible outcomes of so much different cases around. So yeah, there could be like thousands of Silvers coming back into the present at different points and whatnot.
I feel like that's what's happening. It's just different variants of Silver just coming to see Sonic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leave it to me.
Is this
You know-
a mandatory thing?
Yep, you have to do these to be able to do the boss fight. There's at least
wow.
one of them to do the boss fight. And they're not fun.
This is like the variation of treasure hunting. that people probably would thinking like, oh, this is way better than original treasure hunting here.
Nah, not a chance.
It's like, man, this arrow tells me where to actually go and dig.
That's cheating. Oh man.
It's like, finally, Knuckles' treasure hunting gameplay is so fun. I don't have to try hard or anything like it.
Oh my.
They should have really put the whale in this game as well.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
just noticed that they never put the Werehog. Why didn't they put the Werehog?
Hmm.
I mean, they had the Whiffs as well in Sonic Color stages, but no Werehog in Sonic Unleashed. Like, they should have, like, had, is it Rooftop Run they did? Rooftop Run, they just have it turn night, and then you just see Sonic turn into a Werehog for a bit.
You know, I could see why. However,
I got this.
okay, I think the reason why Sega wouldn't go with putting the Werehog in Generations is because Generations is supposed to celebrate Sonic, the blue blur, not Sonic, the purple blur. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
I mean, you can still
0.1
celebrate it.
second.
You can
That's
definitely
true.
celebrate.
I just, I don't know.
0.1 second.
Because the where, you know what, Blue? Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, you
Well,
could
it's
bring back
just
the
like, you
Werehog.
know, the way how Knuckles' gameplay was like this, you just press a button, and then the whale comes out and
Yeah.
beats people up. Any challenges.
I just realized now that yeah, you could have been included in the challenges. So yeah, but no excuses.
Oh, is that the DLC? The
Yeah.
That's that's the DLC. Which, if you had or still have the original Sonic Generations on Steam, that is included, but that's been delisted.
You know one thing as well. Oma Chow is a thing. So Oma Chow was supposed to be the original tutorial for Sonic Adventure 2. If anyone actually looked into the tutorial itself, by the way, because I can guarantee probably over 90% of people ran straight to the story mode instead of looking at the tutorial out. But I don't understand the concept of having Oma Chow in every other Sonic game for tutorial. Like, what? Why did that become a thing?
Well, he was included in Heroes, and then after Heroes, we hadn't seen him since.
Was he in Shadow the Hedgehog in one way or another?
No, he was not in. Oh well, technically, the Omochao gun was there.
Yeah, the Oma Chow gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had references there.
Yeah.
Some way I feel as though Sonic 06 is gonna have some sort of reference as well with Oma Chow.
Sonic 06. No, Sonic 06 did not
Yeah.
have Omochao. Omochao came back. I feel like it was in the racing games.
Yeah, so he was there.
And
But-
then he came back in Free Riders.
Well, was he in Unleashed?
No.
He was not. No.
Okay, but then they just brought him back again in Generation, which I guess is just probably trying to meme itself, I guess, because people thought Oma Chow is so annoying.
I suppose. I mean, yeah, he was. Okay, yeah, he was definitely brought back into this game because, of course, you know, celebrating 20 years of Sonic. So we did see Omochao in a couple of games, but lately we haven't seen him. Like, we haven't seen him in Frontiers.
Yeah. But it was around this time though, and I'm just thinking to myself that, you know, for him to be in this game, he wasn't other references to other Sonic games in the past. Because I feel as though Sonic Adventure 2 should have only been the only reference to Omochao itself. That's it. In that game.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it would depend on what is going on in the story. That's what I would say. Actually, this cutscene is pretty cool.
look at yourself, Sonic.
Dr. Eggman!
The Sonic Adventure 2 made me.
It's the
Yep.
last thing you'll see in this world.
That laugh.
Another Sonic? What? Wait a second!
It's strange though that they really didn't have a theme for Eggman for quite some time, isn't it? They didn't actually create like another Eggman theme for this game.
Not for this game, but Eggman did have a.
The 06 theme.
Yeah, I was gonna say he had a 06 theme.
So you're saying that Eggman 06 was pushed over to Unleash Colors?
Yes, yeah, that they did.
Catch me if you can.
Death
Yeah.
Egg
They made
Robot.
this thing so like it's not intimidating like it used to be.
None of the bosses themselves, they kind of lived up to the originals, I would say. They've had the generation touch, but if you're a
I think
big fan of
Perfect Chaos
these
is nice.
bosses, it's just like nah. Because one, Eggman's talking here. Two, you hardly actually did you even get any rings in the original Sonic 2 as well?
I will
Nope.
crush you.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, you had to do this without getting hit once. You always had to play against this boss with normal Sonic, yes. So that's always a thing, so it wasn't Super Sonic. So I guess that was kind of a downfall from what I remember for Sonic 2's boss, is that they didn't have a exclusive Super Sonic boss fight. You had to just do it with normal Sonic, unlike how it was in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You have the Doomsday Zone exclusive Hypersonic boss fight, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, it was obviously much harder to fight this boss in the original game than what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of a boss that I actually had a hard time with in Generations, really.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to go around to it.
Yeah. Like, maybe... Nah, not even. Time Meter was also very doable.
Yeah, it was easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait
Huh?
for your moment, press some buttons, and there you go.
Yeah.
I think this
I-
fight's more difficult because that's it. Because classic Sonic jumps suck so much.
And this is the only boss for Classic Sonic. Oh, besides Metal Sonic. I think those were the only two.
Yeah.
Because everything
Well,
after this is...
yeah. Honestly, I would have probably preferred the whole Sonic 3 and Knuckles bosses for this. Like, that's the most memorable parts here for the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, this one's good for Sonic 2. Also, Sonic 1's boss is good, but I always remember Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's like the best one. What should I say? It's my favorite out of the whole entire series.
This cutscene was weird.
Yeah, they included actually Eggman showing this. So in the original one, you didn't see Eggman at all. Like, he was saying, help me, Sonic, but he wasn't shown.
Oh, they did add him? I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was
Yep.
always there.
Nah.
Me too, actually. But maybe I'll explain after.
Better myself.
This
They should have made him talk. Why did they make him talk?
it sure does.
Yeah, that's
Older versions
one of the
us
most bizarrest choices here as well. It's like they made classic Tails talk.
from our past.
So then how did Sonic and Tails become friends in the first place if this one guy couldn't talk?
The power of sign language.
Yeah.
Time stones?
It's like they made him into a
There's
Nintendo
Sonic CD
character as
reference
well.
right there.
Zoom time.
Yeah.
And then it looks like it dragged your friends
You just mentioned the time
I mean,
stones.
our friends. You know what I mean.
Hmm. No time stones.
I've always wanted to know
Whoa.
if they would have made a reference as well to modern Sonic and classic Sonic, and then modern Sonic would be like, "Oh, was I mute all this time?"
We need to track it down and fast.
Two things. One, that scene was funny because it's like, oh, look at me, big scary monster. Let me come here and scare you guys. All right, bye, guys. And then before that, the scene with Eggman asking for Sonic's help, like, didn't just moments before that, he was just taunting both Sonics at the mirror,
Yeah,
like saying, "Get a good look, Sonic." So Eggman already knew about the time travel thing, so why was he asking for help?
yeah,
like-
exactly.
To just confuse Sonic or something?
All right. I'll stop this part here.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, for that answer though, yeah. Yeah, again, it's just goofy dialogue. Like sometimes, Eggman is, being boastful to attack Sonic, but you can see it right from the start that story part there. He has no control over Timea itself.